Over the weekend, the UK was hit by a sharp blast of cold air sweeping down from the north, catching many by surprise. The sudden arrival of this Arctic air mass brought a dramatic change to the weather, replacing the milder conditions we'd been enjoying just days before. Across the country, people woke up to noticeably colder mornings, with a biting wind that made it feel even chillier than the thermometer suggested. This marked the coldest stretch of autumn so far, with temperatures dipping well below the seasonal average. Early risers found themselves reaching for extra layers as the crisp air nipped at their faces and hands. Parks and streets were filled with people bundled up in coats, scarves and gloves, bracing themselves against the unexpected chill. Frost covered lawns and windscreens, transforming gardens and cars into sparkling scenes each morning. A clear sign that winter is on its way. The shimmering frost on autumn leaves and grass glistened in the early sunlight, creating a beautiful but brisk start to the day. The shift from mild Atlantic breezes to much colder Arctic winds meant that, even when the sun broke through the clouds, temperatures stayed stubbornly low. In the countryside and along the coast, you could see your breath in the air, and the wind carried a sharp edge that reminded everyone of the changing season. Some areas even saw a light dusting of snow, adding a wintry touch to village rooftops and fields. Elsewhere, the cold, dry air brought crisp, bright days, perfect for a brisk walk, if you were wrapped up warm enough to enjoy it. The quick change in weather served as a reminder of just how unpredictable the UK climate can be. One moment, clouds would roll in with a flurry of cold wind, and the next, sunshine would break through, lighting up the chilly landscape. With the arrival of these colder days, it's definitely time to dig out those hats, scarves, and gloves. As autumn gives way to winter, staying warm becomes a top priority for everyone venturing outdoors. Sunday arrived with a dramatic display of contrasts across the UK, a true patchwork of weather. In the east, the day began with brilliant sunshine, casting a golden glow over fields and towns, while in the west, heavy rain clouds gathered, bringing showers that swept across the landscape. It was a day that seemed to capture the very essence of British autumn, with its unpredictable mix of light and shadow. Central and eastern England made the most of the golden autumn sun. Parks and countryside paths filled with people eager to enjoy the crisp, fresh air, perfect for a brisk walk or a leisurely afternoon outdoors. The sunlight filtered through the turning leaves, creating a warm, inviting atmosphere that felt almost like a final farewell to the milder days of the season. Meanwhile, further north and west, the mood was much different. Cloud and rain steadily spread across Northern Ireland and Scotland, turning streets slick and countryside paths muddy. The sky was a patchwork of grey, and the sound of raindrops became the day's soundtrack for many. In the Scottish mountains, the changing weather brought something special, the first dusting of snow of the season. Peaks and highlands were lightly coated in white, a beautiful but chilly reminder that winter is just around the corner. Despite the dramatic differences in weather, one thing united everyone: the cold. Across the country, temperatures struggled to rise, stuck stubbornly between 8 and 12 degrees Celsius. Whether you were in the sun or the rain, the chill in the air was impossible to ignore. That meant an extra layer was essential, no matter where you were. People reached for scarves, hats, and thick coats, bracing themselves against the brisk wind and sudden showers. Families out for a stroll carried umbrellas just in case, ready for whatever the day might bring. The weather kept everyone guessing, shifting from sunshine to showers in a matter of minutes. But if there was one thing you could count on, it was the unmistakable bite of autumn in the air. A reminder that the season of change is well and truly here. Monday continued the theme: sunny spells, brisk breezes, and scattered showers. One moment you'd be in sunshine, the next, caught in a quick downpour. By afternoon, showers eased and more sunshine broke through, but the chill lingered. Temperatures stayed in single digits for much of the day, making coats essential. As evening approached, clouds thickened in the west, signaling rain on the way. The unsettled pattern was far from over. Looking ahead, a noticeable shift in the weather is on the horizon, as milder Atlantic air is set to sweep across the UK from Tuesday through to Thursday. After a spell of chilly conditions, this change will bring a welcome relief for many, signalling the return of more typical autumn weather patterns. The recent cold snap will gradually fade away, as bands of rain and blustery winds move in, especially affecting the northwest. Expect gusty conditions and periods of heavy rain, making it feel much more unsettled in these areas. Scotland and Northern Ireland are likely to see the wettest and windiest weather, so it's a good idea to keep those waterproofs and sturdy umbrellas handy if you're heading out. Flooding in some low-lying areas can't be ruled out, so stay alert for local weather updates. Meanwhile, the southeast will enjoy a much drier and brighter spell, with occasional sunshine breaking through the clouds. Temperatures here will climb back to the low to mid-teens, making it feel pleasantly mild for this time of year. Those frosty mornings that have been a feature lately will be replaced by milder nights, as the harsh chill gradually eases. Early risers will notice less ice on windscreens and a softer start to the day. It's a return to typical autumn, changeable but much more comfortable. Expect a mix of sunshine, showers, and blustery spells, with plenty of opportunities to get outdoors and enjoy the season's colours. As the week unfolds, the weather settles into a familiar October rhythm, bringing a sense of normality and a chance to enjoy the milder, more inviting side of autumn across the UK. Just before the cold snap, the UK faced Storm Benjamin, bringing heavy rain and gale-force winds. Wind gusts topped 70 miles per hour, prompting weather warnings and flood alerts across the country. Rivers rose quickly, causing local flooding and travel disruption. The rapid shift from stormy chaos to frosty calm shows how dynamic UK weather can be. From battling floods to scraping ice, we're reminded to expect the unexpected. Staying weather aware is always the best advice,